I remember after that night that we had our situation or shit show or bullshit in the street, it got immediately moved upstairs into the kitchen. And at that point, it was a decision between both of us. It was me fighting to take control of the phone, and it was him pulling the phone out of the wall. So there's that. But in the grand scheme of things, I did fight. I know to many people it would seem as though I didn't. I also was on protection mode. So at that point in time, ladies, do we go to the fight or do we go to the protection mode? I mean, we're moms. We're ladies. We're women. We're girls. I don't care what your situation is. Billionaires, millionaires, owners of companies, divas, we're all in the same boat at the end of the day. Some of us just live in different dwellings. And the environment doesn't always change as much as you think it would. These individuals are all around us, every environment that we go to. I mean, they're probably even in the grocery store. They're probably living next door. Who knows? I learned a lot when I was on the streets, and I learned a lot about people and their behaviors, and to not ever expect anything from anybody. To know that I was the sole person that was in charge of my children's lives. I was the one who had to protect them at all cost. So up in the kitchen that night, it was hard. It was hard because you know why? Because I knew those babies heard everything. I knew those babies were suppressing things in their head at that very moment. I knew that there were so many questions, and how horrific is it for these tiny little beings to witness this, even if they're just hearing it. So at the end of the day, ladies, when you're in that situation, you are not allowed to be judged by anybody, not even yourself. Because in that moment, you will do whatever it takes to get yourself to safety. So never judge what you did. Never. And as I did put myself in a state of mind that allowed me to disassociate for just that little bit, I knew what I was going to do. I knew I had to get out. And when I finally made peace with my thoughts and made peace with myself, that I did all I could do at that very moment, he decided that he was tired because, it's a lot of work involved getting all your adrenaline built up to beat the crap out of somebody. And when he laid down, that was when I finally, number one, had enough. Had enough, ladies. When you have enough, when you are mentally there, not physically, not emotionally, mentally there, nobody can take that from you. Nobody. But just remember, at the end of the day, it took close to 10 years for me to mentally be there. 10 years. Fucking long time to be going through that. You have to be ready. I lost everybody. Friends, family, People were sick of hearing my bullshit. It's the same stories all the time. Until I was ready to leave, I lost it all. Didn't lose my kids, praise Jesus Christ. I didn't lose my kids. But when you're in that moment, you will do whatever it takes. So you should never, ever allow somebody to judge you, and you should never be judged. And when it was all said and done that particular night, when I knew what I had to do, when I made peace with myself, when I forgave myself, I dropped to my knees, crying, screaming, afraid. And I forgave the son of a bitch. I fucking forgave him that night. You know why? Because at the end of the day, I took back my power, and I was not going to allow him to let me hold that resentment, that anger, that grudge, that fear inside of me anymore. It's not easy. I mean, after somebody does all that to you, people are probably thinking, damn, are you really that smart that you would just forgive somebody like that? I forgave him for myself, and for my girls. And that overcoming, that knowing you're that strong, you find your power. You give him back his weakness, and you find your power.